Hello and welcome back to another episode of the London Predator Angler. Yeah, it's been absolutely ages since I've been out on the bank. Well, nearly 2 months, and it's been over 6 months since I last filmed anything. So finally we're here. So where am I today and what am I doing? They're baiting for pike. It's been 3 weeks since the start of the season and I've not been out, like I say, and it's the first day that I'm actually out today. Managed to sneak a little session in with Kieth. Kieth's fishing with me. He's just setting up beside me and we'll have a little see what he's doing later on. So yeah, we're fishing on a lake complex, or a lake down in Kent, and it's a park lake. I've never fished it before. I walked around it, well, 15 years ago or so. Never come back until today to fish it. So it looks really, really pikey at the moment. It's about, I'm not sure of the time, but I think it's around about the 8 o'clock mark. So I've got one rod out at the moment, and that's on a herring, and I'm going to put another rod out in a moment on a bream. Fishing them both off bottom, and I'll show you a little bit of the rods and the tactics and the reels and the setup I'm using a little bit later. So what we're going to do first of all is get Kieth set up, because Kieth's going to fish 2 different methods. He's still learning his piking, so we're going to put him on the float on one and he's going to use a ledger on the other. So we're going to get him set up, get me cast out on the second rod, and then we'll bring you back and I'll show you the rods and reels and the actual setup of the float and everything that I'm doing. Not too much dissimilar for what I've done before. So keep watching, sit back, grab yourself a cup of tea. Hopefully there'll be plenty of fish being caught, and nice chilled relaxed day. Catch you in a bit, guys. So Kieth's just put his float out and now he's in the next swim setting up his ledger rod. You can see it's only probably about 15 yards away. We're having a bit of banter with each other about how to set up. Oh, here he comes.
What are you saying?
I was just letting them know you were setting your ledger rod up, mate.
What was you saying? Look at him. What a body.
Well, you was giving it a big one a minute ago, wasn't you, really, to be honest? I wasn't saying anything. I was just saying, let's see if we can get it right first time without asking, see if we can do it.
I'm a pro.
You're, oh, see, so he's carrying on with the banter. Let's see, I can already see he done 2 things wrong. Let's see if we can justify.
I done nothing wrong.
What you was just doing a minute ago, you done 2 things wrong.
Let's see.
Well, the first thing that Kieth did wrong, where are we? So what he's got, he's actually got the clip too far up towards the head of the where the rod butt sits in.
How can you set it up before you've even cast out? You've got to do all that once you fucking know it, once you know.
Not at all, I can see that. You can kind of judge the distance.
Proof of being a pudding when we see who catches most pups.
Ah, look, banter, here it comes, banter. Let's have a look in his box and see what he's nicked off, mate.
Everything.
Fucking everything. Well, nearly everything.
Apart from a lighter, a pair of rusty forceps.
And the swingers he bought.
And some of these that
and
I
the
thought
box. He bought them because he think they look good. But he doesn't know what they actually do.
Yeah, I do, yeah.
What do they do then, Kieth?
They're for added visual attraction.
Oh, because you're reading what it says and shows you.
It's obvious.
Yeah, they are added visual attraction.
And it helps keep the hooks in, doesn't it?
It does, but usually more for visual attraction. Now, this is quite funny actually, because Kieth doesn't like to touch the bait. He'll hold boilies, but he won't touch bloody dead baits. I don't know how he holds a fish.
Sorry, mate. Take a bite. I feel like a bit of an extremist, like a terrorist chopping his nut off.
What? Oh. You can use that as eel bait.
Yeah, do you want to keep it in there then?
Not really. Throw it in the margins, that's what I normally do.
Stick it back in the bag.
The last thing you want is rats eating it.
There's a lot of rats in it.
Exactly. He's a bit grimy here. But that's Kieth's contents of his new pike box he's just bought. I made him a load of traces up and give him a few bits, and he's bought a few bits. Oh look, he's got a Fox rig bin.
Nice.
Other brands are available, but I use the Fox and all. Looks like he's stuck a Fox sticker on it actually.
You like that, didn't you, boy?
So yeah, he's just about to cast and set his ledger rod up. He's putting a herring on this one, ain't ya?
Herring, yeah.
I'm just gonna put. I've got to film this just for him putting the hooks in. was actually quite surprised. He's done the bream one really well. So what are you doing there, Keith? Why are you putting the hooks in that particular way?
There's the root in the tail in there, and then it just...
Yeah, because you're fishing it on bottom. So yeah, we'll turn the head first. Sit, barb in, down the flank.
Which one's the fucking got a barb in it?
Now what's good about that bait?
Smelly.
I'm going to teach you something.
Stink. It's got tough skin, so it stays on.
Other than that, the hooking arrangement. Why is the hooking arrangement good on that? The hooking arrangement's good because he's not gone further down the bait than 3/4 or to half. So if that goes too further down, yeah, you can end up hooking deep, hooking a pike. So that's actually perfect. You've got 2 size 6 trebles in a herring. Absolutely spot on perfect. Nice soft. I mean, they're blast frozen at the moment, but when they
good luck, baby.
When they go in the lake, they'll start pouring out. So like I say, I've got my 2 out at the moment.
You're going to have to come over and...
Oh, he needs my help now, look. He needs my help to set up his...
Just come and put it on.
Oh, okay then, let's go over. Oh. So we're going to walk over to Keith's swim now and help him set up his ledger.
Swim that's going to produce all the pike.
Apparently this is the swim that's going to produce all the pike. At least it's better for filming, it's not too bright here. It's actually a nice little quiet bay, so should be able to pick something up actually. So yeah, just using a standard setup. Let me come the other side so I'm out of the way. I can sit down here and watch it then. And this skanky. So yeah, so he's got a Delkim. I'll just show you. He's using a Delkim on the front. You'll never find, in my opinion, a better alarm for pike fishing on the front because of the vibrations.
Oh, really? Over towards the edge of that tree. About 10 foot deep on the edge of the tree, yeah? 10
foot deep on the edge of the tree. Am I on your way for casting?
No. Everything else is, including the tree that I'm trying to cast in. I'm going to end up in the middle of it. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
That's actually not too bad. That's quite a nice little spot actually, along that margin now. As you can see,
I say cast a dead bait,
just on the edge there. I don't know if you saw the whirlpool. Is that a word? So now Keith's going to attempt to try and set his rod. I need to keep an eye on my floats while I'm sitting here. And he's using the Fox drop-off alarms. Some of you guys know I've actually started making pike floats and started getting into making my own tackle. So eventually I'm actually going to try and make my own drop-offs as well. They're not too difficult to make, it's just I've got loads of little projects on the go at the moment, so just going to have to wait. Right, so use the bait runner to tighten down on that, Keith.
Yeah, that's not
by using your finger. Exactly, so it needs to go down.
The whole thing.
So you need to move the thing up.
The whole pole.
You can either move the clip or move that up, yeah, either way. You either move the clip onto the bottom one or move the whole thing up. Because that needs to be in line with the bottom of the bait runner, bottom of the spool, sorry. So the red head needs to sit right underneath the, that's it, pretty much, yeah.
Tighten up.
So I'll use the bait runner to tighten up. So put the bait runner facility on, use your finger, your thumb, and you don't even need to reel. Just put the bait runner on, that's it,
yeah, do that.
and just twist it till it goes tight. Because you don't want to pull it into any weed, there's still weed showing
Right,
this time.
This needs to be around the bottom, doesn't it, the arm?
It does, yeah.
Like that.
Remember that braid's thinner than what your mono was, even though it's still thick braid. So you need to set that clip. Don't want it too loose so it just pulls out when the wind hits it. Open the bail arm first before tightening down. No. That's it. Clip it in. Move the reel forward just slightly. The old rod. The rod, that's it. Move it slightly so it's right underneath it. That's it.
Check.
Now open the bail arm. No, don't lift it up. Open the bail arm first, then lift it up. That's it. Now lift it up and disengage the bait runner. It's got to be directly underneath it, Keith.
Like that?
No, the black clip, the ball clip.
Yes.
No, the ball clip on the actual drop off.
Oh, this, yeah.
It's got to be directly underneath where the line is on the spool. So move the reel forward.
Further forward?
Yeah. So it's directly underneath.
Right.
That's it.
It's more further back now. It might be a different angle from there.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. That black clip's got to be right underneath. Yeah, that's it. Just pull it up as you're doing it. Keep pulling it up, and then just. That's where you need to tighten the ball clip up. Do you want me to and show you? Tighten the clip. That's it. Really, that should be on the bank stick below it, not on the top one. But your clips are not right.
Right, and then
open the bail arm. It's pretty much underneath. I'd be happy with that.
It's not going to get any tighter than that.
I probably could, but yeah, I'd be happy with that. You know I would, and I have. I've shown you up north how to do it, and how quickly you can do it and all, once you know what you're doing. Okay, might be in. So yeah, just come back to my swim after Keith setting up his ledger, casting his ledger out and set up, and my float over there, which was really strange, was next to my other float. Now, there's no or very little drift moving across the water, so I don't know how it's ended up over there so quickly. Secondly to that, it's strange because the bait, when I pulled the bait in, the bait was, it looked like something had hold of it. It could have been an eel possibly, I don't know. It's quite a large herring. Something could have possibly had hold of it. There was no teeth marks in it. Very, very strange what happened now. But there's no way it could have drifted in the 3-4 minutes I was over with Keith that quickly, because it was sitting put for a good 10-15 minutes before I moved over there. So I'm not sure what's happened now. But yeah, Keith. So Keith's got ease out. He's got ease on, one on ledger, as you just saw him set up. So one on ledger, one on float. He's got a bream on the float, quite a small bream. I've got quite a large one on the float, and I've also got ledger as well. So we've got identical baits, but he's ledgering one of his rods and floating the other off the bottom, whereas I'm floating both mine off the bottom. But one of them's really shallow, so got it in a little bay to my right hand side, which I'll show you in a sec. Actually, I'll show you now. So yeah, there's a little bay round the corner here. Not sure the complete depth of it, but I've set it about 3 to 4 foot. Keith's bay's about 8 to 10 foot, isn't it, Keith? Yeah. So he's behind the tree where he put the ledger out. It's about 8 to 10 foot. And then in front of us, it sort of shelves down to 12, 13 foot. So yeah, that's where I've got the shallow one, and I'm just out in front of me there. I don't know if you can pick it out. I'll zoom on them later a little bit more. And then Keith's got his other one fairly close in, but it's at the bottom of the shelf, so it's in a good sort of
still about 10 foot then,
yeah, 10-12 foot of water, and he's got it off bottom by a foot. So anyway, baits are out. All we can do now is sit back, chill, relax, have a little chat, forget about the rods to a degree, apart from obviously watching the floats, and see if we can pick a fish up or not. No.
Good night.
No, it's alright, thanks. Hello guys, so update time, not really so much of an update. I've been a kit most of the time, I'll be honest with you. It's now about sort of 20 to 2, something like that. It's not really happening at the moment, to be honest. There's a bloke earlier on who was spinning, and he let us know that he had a nice sized pike sort of on the end of his hook as he was spinning, but it came off further down the lake. We did contemplate a move. Well, Keith wanted to move round to a bay around the corner, but there's a couple of carp hangers there, and it's a bit more weedier than first anticipated, and so on and so forth. Plus we command more water where we are in front of us at the moment, so I think the likelihood is we might stick out here. We don't know yet, don't know what's going on. I'm not sure when it gets dark, about sort of 6:30ish, around that sort of time, I'd imagine. Yeah, about 5:30, yeah, a bit earlier, yeah. Yeah. Keith's had a little go at sink and drawing. Again, another new method for him. Don't know, you know, that little twitch of bringing the bait back could have imposed the fish to take, so to speak. He left the float and the weight on. I said to him, you can take that off and you can sink and draw the conventional way, but I've had quite good success personally in the past where I've literally cast out with a float on and just sort of brought it back, let it drop down, leave it for a second, bring it back, you know, sort of twitching it. But what it does is it's quite weedy here. By leaving the float and the weight on by doing that, and just changing the positioning of where the hooks go within the bait. Hang on, I'm just watching my float because it's quite low in the water at the moment for some reason. Yeah, by changing the position of the hooks, you can just sort of bring it back. It's really weedy, even up to literally in our margins. So you don't have, there's a fish literally sitting under our margins. But it's quite deep here. You know, for a bay, I expected it to be sort of a bit more shallow around the edges, but it's not the case. It's still quite deep. So it's such a nice overcast, likely looking fish area, and it's an overcast day, so I just don't know why we've not sort of picked one up. But it could be feeding spells. Again, this is new to me, this lake. I've not fished it before. Yeah, it has, isn't it? Maybe because there was a bit of crud on the surface clinging to the line, because we're using braided line here. It's the first time Kieth uses braided line for predator fishing. He will feel the difference, especially when the fish hits it. So you've got to make sure the old clutch is open. Even I sometimes have it slightly tighter than I need to, but the setup I've got up at the moment, I'm not using bait one, I'm using a really light setup. Well, it's still a 2.5 pound test curve rod, but they're 9 foot and I've got 4,000 reels on. So, a little bit different. Just for small water piking. I probably could have done with my 12 foot rods today, to be honest. I can go a little bit further out with them, but these will still cope with any pike I need to land, you know what I mean? It's a little bit different if I was fishing a big torrid river and I'm trying to hold bottom with big leads. You know, that's not the case. I don't really sort of fish those type of waters very often, or if at all, to be honest. But yeah, nothing really at the moment to update. I reckon if anything's going to happen, it's going to probably be around sort of towards the end of the evening, you know what I mean? Yeah, maybe surface drift. Yeah, bow, you can see the bow of the line. I think the water, because it's new braid I've got on mine, same with Kieth's got new braid on his, needs to take water on for it to sink a little bit more, so it's floating quite well. It's that cheap braid from China, which is I've never ever had a problem with it personally. Spectra or whatever it's called, it's all different types now. I think it's all the same braid, just manufactured with different labels on, saying different companies, but it's, you know, it's all the same. It's like 1,000 meters for like 13 quid or whatever it is. But you get all different colours. I got loads, actually, funny enough, I got a big shipment on its way. It takes about 8-9 weeks sometimes because it comes away from China. So I am waiting for a shipment of about 50 quid's worth. Various breaking, straining colours from your lure fishing that as well. But like I say, it's nothing to really to update at the moment. You know, it's not going brilliantly. But then it's a new venue, hit and miss. Got to give it. I think this sort of water personally, it's got to be given a good go. Like for instance, if I was to fish it my way, I would probably, if I came again, I'd probably try a different swim next time and then sit it out there and then move next time. That's just my style of fishing. If I'm going to fish 2 rods and just sort of chill out sort of thing. Because at the end of the day, for me, it's a relaxing thing as well. You know, I'm quite tired today, I'll be honest, so I've had a little snooze. And I ain't going to lie, I'll probably have another little one before evening. Yeah, I think if you've got a lure rod as well, like the geezer who was walking up and down spinning, you're probably, on a day like today when it's quite quiet, invoke a take, and that's probably why a good thing Kieth was flicking the rod around, giving it a bit of go sink and draw style fishing. And I may even try that myself later on, actually.
Yeah, I might go for a walk with you.
Yeah, why not, mate? Yeah, around that bay. You know, we're in a bay and it coves round. There's a little area there you can bring it across the margins rather than out in open water. Absolutely fantastic. But it's, look, even a bad day on the bank's a good day, you know. There's a big swell not far behind my float. Don't know what that was. But anyway, we'll come back to you with any updates if we do anything different or if we get a fish. But all quiet on the western front, shall we say. Yeah, when you're ready. You're a lively son of a bitch. Right.
Put me through on the thing.
Right.
It's off.
Yeah, for the moment. Okay. So. Right, so you got that bit there, and you got that bit. That's the bit you want to go in.
Which bit? That bit?
That bit.
Right. And then pinching him between the two.
Right.
Oh, I see.
Oh. Right, can you see you open it up?
Yeah.
So if you got in between your legs, it'll be easy to open up. But deal with the bottom one first. He's going to kick. I can feel him tensing. There you go. Right, now he's got me caught. Oh.
What do you mean caught, like where your hand was?
On the gill rakers.
You don't want to be grabbing them.
No. See if I open them up. There we go. So traces out. Let's weigh him first, and I'll get you to hold him. It's only a little jack, but it'd be nice to see where he goes. It's your first one.
Use the scales,
yeah. Oh, it's bigger than you think. 6. 6'6". It's held it, so 6'6" on the scales.
Right. Then use my phone.
Do you want me to do it on your phone, yeah?
You have to do it anyway, don't you? Right, so holding him right on that side, yeah?
Well, if you're right or left-handed,
I'm right-handed.
I'm right-handed, I like doing it on the left.
You hold him with your left hand?
I do. Whatever you feel comfortable with.
Put him more grip on my right. So then where? So not in there.
That's it, put your finger in.
Under there.
Yeah. Push it all the way along.
This bottom one.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it, and grip.
Grip where then?
That's it. On the bottom of his chin. Just don't put that thumb, that's it.
All my fingers in there.
Yeah.
And where don't I put the thumb? Where'd you go?
Inside the mouth. Like what Jack does.
And then pick him up?
Yeah.
Go on, snap away.
Hold him up a little bit more. It's a bit thin.
Nice, I like that. So it's not this first
Let me
bit,
show you again.
Not this first bit, underneath there.
It depends on how many fingers you are.
Far on as you can go.
So if you put that to the side. So yeah, I'm left. I can do it with the right. So lift that bit up. Depending on how many fingers you want to use. He's lively coming in like that.
Yeah,
so you can see.
Yeah. Sweet. Thanks, man.
That's alright. Be easier on a bigger pike. Yeah, first time. Be easier on a bigger pike. So doing it on a smaller jack like that is, especially when they come in quite quickly, they're quite little, they're jittery little sods. So I think I got a little bit of a nick, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, I got a little bit of a nick, but that's just part of pike fishing. You just got to be confident and pick them up. Does he swim off all right? Huh? Yeah, on the back. Looks wicked, doesn't it? I knew you'd have your first, bud. Dick. That's a nice size, and all. Net was already done it earlier on. Net was like £1.3. No, well done, boy. I knew it'd happen. I said it would. Nah, not really. If I have them, I have them. If I don't, it don't really matter. I'm just glad you caught yours on your venue. Your first jack on the venue. I mean, it's bigger than I thought it was. It was quite a thin fish, but £6.6.
When I first looked at it, I thought when after the initial run, I struck it. Did you watch me do it?
Yeah, well, I heard it going off, so I sat and watched. You did, because you got to wind down till you feel over the lead or the fish. Yes, and you didn't cast that far out, so I knew you was going to be on the fish quickly. So you look. Okay. But a smaller fish is harder to grip, especially when they come in. That was a herring, wasn't it?
The head as well.
Yeah, just honed in on the smell. But a bigger fish, when you hold it, it's so much easier to grip. Those little fish, when they thrash around, they're small. Sometimes you can only put 2 fingers in, sometimes you can only put 3 in. But you got to be...
Sometimes you keep your whole hand in there.
Yeah, exactly, with big fish. But with the thumb, you got to be careful, because some people are... I watch their videos and they're quite thummy, and they have their thumb and it's trailing, and they've got quite a big thumb and it goes in their fucking mouth, top of their mouth sort of thing. So you've got to be careful of the trailing thumb. But yeah, no, well done, boy. I'm pleased for you. Really, really pleased for you. Hello, folks. So, it's been quite a number of hours since I've done a last update, and as you just seen on the footage from the GoPro, Kieth Weller, Mr. Weller, he's had his first fish. Now, I know he was sitting here all day, and he will disagree with me. He was sitting here all day, wishing he'd moved swim. It's not going to happen. I was trying to reassure him and say to him, look, feeding spells, things happen, give it time, we're in a good place. And what happens? The rods that I expected to go off, which was the ledger alarm, which he's setting up now, resetting up. The ledger is the one that went on a herring, dead bait. £6.6, nice little fish. First time he's chinned a pike. So I'll put the pictures in for you now. He's going to send the pictures via his phone, so I took them on his phone. I'll show you the pictures now, and I'll send them over to me. He's over the moon, he's buzzing. It's the first time he's done it, everything on his own. Apart from unhook it, but everything counts in terms of winding down on the fish, striking. You know, it's easy said than done. We all have to learn, you know, and I'm really pleased for him. And also to have one on his venue, because this is predominantly his venue, where he comes carp fishing, so it'd be absolutely fantastic for him to have another one. You know, it is the witching hour. I did say it will kick off on the witching hour, and sure as hell I'm right. Now, I don't really mind if I don't catch today. I'm just really glad that Kieth's caught. Look at him, look, proper pleased with himself. Look, so yeah, I'm mega pleased. How's it feel, boy?
Should have known that I'd have come more than you.
Oh look, it's all giving it a big one now. But I did tell you that witching hour, come on the feed.
Hour to go before it gets dark. When we get another one now.
Well, we're going to fish into dark, I believe. I think we're going to do another hour into dark at least. So
dark at half 5, probably leave about 6:30.
Yeah, dark at 5, leave at 6:30, something like that. Like you said, car's just behind us. It takes 2 minutes to pack up. We've got the old Ridge Monkey illuminating lights. I didn't bring a head torch with me because these illuminating lights. Plus, we got street lamps behind us as well because we're in the car park swims.
Have a look at the pictures.
So he's got the pictures. He's going to send them over to me, and like I say, I'm going to post them up after this, and you'll see it on the.
That was just swung out, you know, underneath that first ledge.
That's all you need to do, mate.
Close in further over.
Don't need to do that. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, get back to you if we have another fish, or maybe a conclusion if we don't have any fish for this video. But thanks for watching for the moment, and we'll get back to you soon. Hello, so yes, as you can see, I'm back home now. Had a really good day, really enjoyable day, a bit of a conclusion. It's a really short video, as you'll probably see, a really short video. Only one fish was caught, and that was by Kieth, and I'm literally completely over the moon for him. Just due to the fact that he, you know, he's local. He does his carp fishing there, and does all other bits and pieces there for Tench and that. And he fancied a bit of a go. As you guys know, he's learning pike fishing over the last couple of years on my videos. Well, he's been coming with me up on the fens, and he's been going to the Secret River with me. So you know, he's an accomplished matchman. He's an awesome carp angler. But he fancied doing a bit of pike fishing, which really surprised me since we were kids and we worked together. Years and years ago in the tackle shop, he never really showed any interest in predators, and I'm really glad that he's evolved that part of his fishing now. But as you can see, we had a really good day, bit of banter on the bank. You know, I do apologise for some of the swearing, because it's just you know, it's just how we are with each other. But yeah, we had a really good day, and he had that pike, and I'll tell you what, it was £6.6 of it. He was over the moon, and he got to christen his new pike rods that I gave him. You know, £3 test curve Savage Gear rods. They're really powerful rods. But you know, he was telling me about the fight, because I didn't actually capture the fight on video, but I heard the alarms going. I turned, because I was half dozed off, turned my head and I saw the run develop. I saw him run over, strike the fish perfectly. Yeah, it was fantastic. So you know, I'm over the moon for him. But it was only a short video. Really enjoyed it. Really good day. It was nice to get out. It was kind of a last minute.com thing. We didn't really sort of plan it properly. We are planning to go out next month and do a day. I'm not sure where or when yet. There's loads of venue choices that we can go to. I'm assuming, you know, it'll obviously be pike fishing, you know, possibly burials and fishing, possibly, but I doubt that'll be the case. So yeah, really good day. Like I say, I've just got home now. I went back to Heath first, and he cooked us a bit of grub. Like, his missus cooked us a lovely bit of grub. It was really nice, and gammon and that. And I got to see his fish tank and see his little baby as well. It's awesome. I haven't got to see the little baby as of yet, so it was really lovely seeing his new little girl. And yeah, I really enjoyed going back and seeing the family, because like I say, I don't get to see them that often, so it was really nice. But yeah, I'm back home now, so really enjoyed this trip. Like I said, it was only a short one. I didn't catch. That's how the cookie crumble sometimes. It's the first time I fished a venue. I knew of the venue. I used to walk around the venue years and years ago with my friend. He was a carp angler, and he was always talking about fishing now, and we never actually managed to give it a go. So yesterday was the first time after 15 years to give it a go. Really pikey, I'd like to return there and give it another go personally. I think it's a venue that's not overrun with pike. There are pike in there, and there's some good pike in there as well, because I've seen photos and that. But it's sort of place you have to put time and effort in and try and work out. A bit like my local ponds, you have to kind of work it out a little bit as to finding where the feeding spells are and where the fish like to feed. I mean, the place is prolific, don't get me wrong, at my ponds, so you have to kind of, but I had blanked up there once only in all the times I fished it, but you have to kind of, you can work out the feeding times and where the pike are going to be more predominant. So, but pretty much up there you can cast and catch anywhere on the lakes. But this particular lake that we went to, this Park Lake down in Kent, it's very much carp fished. There's some really good perch in now. We did talk about taking a winkle picker rod, which is like a small feeder rod or a lure rod, and I think next time that'll be the case. I think I will take a small lure rod in my bag of some sort, be it a drop shot rod or something like that, and then just giving it a go in the margins, because the margins look so sexy for perch. And I've seen a small clip video on YouTube of someone perch fishing in now, and saw some really nice shoulder perch swimming about. So yeah, really looking forward to maybe going back there again at some point this season. Like I say, it was a really short video. I didn't get to show you the setup of my rods. They are a new setup, and I will show you those on the next video, which you'll probably see, which will be the the Ponds Diary October version, so the October update of the Ponds Diary. I'll get to show you those and why I bought them and what they're for, basically. So I apologise I didn't get to show you those in the video. Basically, last thing left to say, because I don't want to whitter on too much, is like the video if you enjoyed it. It is my first video back for quite a few months, so it won't be perfect. They will get progressively better the more I film again. So yeah, like the video, leave a comment below. If you didn't like the video, hit the unlike button. That's entirely up to you. It all goes to help for feedback on the channel. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a little comment below. I'll always answer if I can. And the biggest one is please hit that subscribe button. You know, I'm really growing in subscribers now, and on my Facebook as well, which again I'll leave the link in the description below. Join the Facebook group, because I always put out when I'm going fishing on now. Put a lot of bits and pieces on fishing on there, so you know that's growing as well. So really enjoying all the support that everybody's giving me and all the feedback everybody's giving me. So like I say, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification as well, and then you'll get told when my new videos go up. And all there is left to say is thanks for watching the video. Like I say, I'll be out really soon, maybe next week, because I really enjoyed today. And yeah, tight lines and dead baits. Thanks for watching.